So on this one, it's just a bit of a running and movement part, and then you finish through the gate. So you'll go up to the first cone and you'll go up, backwards, up, backwards, and accelerate through the gate. And I've done that one in pairs, so I've got 2 sets of that, 2 gates there, and 2 sets of that running exercise there. On this one, again, I have a gate, so they have to turn out and sprint out for the warm-up. This will just be facing backwards, defensive position, staying low, through and through and through. There. And then we've got the hurdles, which will be a double bounding 2-footed. And I always have the gate at the end, which I'll put in a second, just so they have a bit of a sprint after they've done the exercise. So they're working on that takeoff speed. So that's your warm-up, just set up in the corner. 4 different exercises, and they can take the time in that to start with. Finally, just bounding right foot, left foot through your hoops, and then you'll run through the gate at the end, which I'll put in. And on this one, it's a 10 by 10 square with a small 2 by 2 square in the middle. You will have the possession players in between the cones on each side of the square, with their teammate in the middle of the square against 2 defenders. The defenders cannot enter the small square. And the idea is they unlock the man in the middle, trying to make a breaking line pass to find the man in the middle. He is like your number 10 floating in space. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4 on the outside. They can work side to side. Don't let them encroach the space. They can work side to side, with a man in the middle of the small square here and 2 defenders in the middle of the big square. The defenders cannot enter the small square. It's an alternative rondo. Seen Pep Guardiola do it, and I like this. I like to keep the boys thinking. Having the same rondo every day, for me, doesn't achieve anything. And it takes a lot of coaching in a rondo if there's no tempo to it. So I like to mix my rondos up. So this is an alternative rondo. So with 24 in the session, I've done 4 of these Pep Guardiola rondos. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now, if you do have an odd number, you just have 1 defender. So each box will contain 6 people, 5 attackers, so to speak. So 4 on the outside, 1 in the middle small square, with 2 defenders in there, so 7 in each part. But if you wanted to alternate the numbers, you can just have 1 defender, or you can take out 1 man on the side, and it's 3 on the side, so you have a spare side. And then they can move to that spare side as well. So these sessions give you the opportunity, if the numbers aren't quite right and you have an odd number, then it gives you a bit of flexibility to adapt the session slightly. 10 by 10 with a 2 by 2 in the middle, 4 people on the outside, in between the cones working side to side, 1 in the small cone in the middle, with 2 defenders in the central area of the square, but they're not allowed to go in the small square. So we've got creating angle to support. Again, 10 by 10 with a 2 by 2 in the middle. 2 defenders stay inside the big square but can't go in the little one. You have 3 players on the outside with a spare side. If the ball moves, I expect then the other player to create an angle for him, and then we can play out and through. Idea being, you are trying to unlock your man in the middle. This is your spare man. This could be your central defensive midfielder or your central attacking midfielder who is in space and in pockets of space. But as that ball moves, we want the angle to be created. So you're finding a clear pathway for the ball. You're looking to split defenders with your pass. What I mean by that, you're trying to break a line and split the defender with your pass. Play quickly, and we want ball speed. Good first touch and good ball speed. So if that ball then comes out of there, the angle to be created is there. And it's a nice exercise. It is like a rondo, but there's a little bit more detail to it. And like I said earlier, in regard to rondos are very simple, but they take a lot of coaching in order to get going, and the coach is working hard already in the later parts of his session, and he doesn't want to have to get them up to speed in a rondo. So I like to mix my rondos up and make the players think a little bit more. So you're looking to create angles to support, find a clear pathway for the ball, look to split the defenders with your pass, play quickly and have good ball speed. Hope you enjoy the session. So what we've got, you're going up one, back one, up one, back one, and through the gate. Nice and bit of speed at the end. Change your pace at the end. Up one, back one, up one, back one. Change your pace at the end, good. So I've set 2 of them up. Once they've done that, they move on 1. On this one, so again, up 1, back 1, up 1, back 1. On this one, defensive stance. Check them shoulders. Defensive stance, defensive position, low body position, staying low, checking shoulders, and then a turn and a bit of pace on the end. Good. In here, just a double bound. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And a change of pace through the gate. Good. And on here, right foot, left foot. Nice. Nice. And when they get to the end, they'll make their way down to the bottom. And once you got to the end, go down, back round. Once you've done the bounding, back round to the end. All nicely organised. And it's a bit of strength and conditioning, bit of speed work. But you're now working with 24 people in a really small area of the field. My first top tip of the day, if they are using ball work and you want the session going faster, you have 1 ball they're working with and just put 1 ball by the side. Something very simple, I know, but you always have a ball next to the grid, so they've got 2 balls. They're using 1, if 1 goes out, they can get another ball in very quickly. Top tip. So with 24 in the session, I've done 4 of these Pep Guardiola rondos. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now, if you do have an odd number, you just have 1 defender. So each box will contain 6 people, 5 attackers, so to speak. So 4 on the outside, 1 in the middle small square, with 2 defenders in there, so 7 in each part. But if you wanted to alternate the numbers, you can just have 1 defender, or you can take out 1 man on the side, and it's 3 on the side, so you have a spare side. And then they can move to that spare side as well. So these sessions give you the opportunity, if the numbers aren't quite right and you have an odd number, then it gives you a bit of flexibility to adapt the session slightly. 10 by 10 with a 2 by 2 in the middle, 4 people on the outside, in between the cones working side to side, 1 in the small cone in the middle, with 2 defenders in the central area of the square, but they're not allowed to go in the small square. So here we are. Angle changed. Find the middle man. Angle, good. If the defender wins it, you swap straight away. Angle. Good touch. So it's really quick, sharp. Defender touches the ball, fine. They just swap with the person who lost the ball. Ball rolling. Let the first pass be free, defender. Let the first pass be free. So, first coaching point was, there were some people hiding, pretending they wanted the ball. You need a distinct change of angle. And remember, the purpose is, work the ball until you can find the man in space. Get tidier. There it is. Work the ball until you can find the man in space. I would suggest your measurements for this one is a 12 by 12, and the small square in the middle is like a 2 by 2. So I did make this one slightly bigger, so 12 by 12 is good. Angle! Don't hide! Angles! Better! Better! Good! So you're working around the side, you're having clear pathways for the ball to travel to, and the idea is move it quickly and unlock the middleman. So, spare side, always need 3. We're just saying just a brief bit of movement coming shorter by 2 yards means there's gone from no passing options to 3. And you just got to get them working, and we want them to see the pass early and move as the ball travels to know the next pass. Know the next pass you're going to. Better. Good. Good. And lucky. But the idea is to work the ball side to side and try and unlock the middleman. Angle. Good. There it is. Angle. Good. 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 So effectively what we were doing in that session there was angles of support, breaking lines. What does breaking line mean? Passing through 2 defenders. Because once that ball has gone through them, you have beat that first line of defence. Then you are numbers up. So every breaking line pass we get is an advantage to us. If you look in this area here, I've never done it with so many, but I think we'll get by. Has everyone ever played table football before? You know table football when you got the sticks? What can't them footballers do? So then when you're on the table, can they go side to side? Can they go forwards and backwards? But they can shoot and pass. Exactly the same as this. Reds are in one zone there and one zone there. Blues are in one zone there and one zone there. To start with, I want you to use as much of the area as you can. For example, if he was in possession here, you can drop right off to give room for us to go around. You can pass the ball sideways as much as you want, but you don't get a point for that. If you break a line through the opposition, that is 1 point. And then we start playing again. You could even have a little 10 there. So now you can play a big W. That's the formation I would play, that big. Can you see the W? So when you receive the ball, transition into a big W when you're in possession. And you can go side to side to move the defenders. What happens when you move defenders? Stretch them, and what appears? Space to play through and breaker. Perfect. So, move the ball side to side, break a line, play through. Every time you play through, you get 1 point. First to 10 wins the game, then we start again. As we go on, we will make it harder for you. The progression will be, if that man is in possession, the man opposite can go and press. If he moves the ball, he is out, the next man is in. So we will move on to that. So we'll play a number of games of it. So go and get yourselves set up. 5, 5, 5 and 5 in the table football area there. Off you go. There's your setup.
Coach, no overhead ball.
No overhead balls, all on the floor. There's your setup, channel of 5. So it's 5 v 5 v 5 v 5. In possession, I want them to create depth. So when they're in possession, they're going to create that big W shape, and they can move sideways and we want them to break a line. That would be a point. Then once they get possession, we want to make that field big again, and we can move sideways and through. The progression will be, if that man is in possession, he can go in. If the ball then moves across, this man will go in and he has to get out. So it's only a 1v1. Great game. Coach keeps the score. First to 10 is a game, and we'll see how we go from there. Ball speed, ball speed! So we're moving them side to side, we're trying to play through now. It is harder because they've got a block of 5, which is fine. Can you? Yes! Play on! Still 3-0. 3-1. If you make a progressive pass, you can play through, block. Play Reds! Play Reds! The progression will be allowing a player in. If your opposite man has got the ball, you allow one player into their area, which actually creates more space, ironically. So it makes it easier. Round the sides if you can! Good, can you? Yes! 4-1! 4-1! Sorry, 3-2! Move the ball fast! Tempo, tempo! Good, that's better! Play! Black ball, play blacks! Faster! Good! Oh, lucky! So it's table football, switching the ball, breaking lines, and being patient. But that ball, we're patient, but that ball moves quickly. Be patient with that. Ball speed, ball speed! Play, well played! Good block, yes! 3-3! Oh, lucky black ball, 3-3! So then at the end of the game, when they get to 10 or 5 or 10, you switch the end players, so the end players get to play in the middle. 4-3! Ball speed! Red ball, play! First to 5. Depth, be more depth. Ball speed! Black ball, play! Play! And stop there. End men swap with middlemen, end men swap with middlemen. 1-0 blacks. We spoke about the big W in possession. Make the big W, because then you've got an advanced ball in your area as well as a ball you can drop off. So in possession, you're in a big W. Out of possession, work your own defensive strategy out. 3, 2, 1, play! Ball speed! On the ground, red ball, play! Black ball, play! Yes, 1-0! Well played! Ball speed! This is the view from here. The faster you move the ball. Yes! Round the side, 2-0! Three now! Great block, steal your ball! Play Reds, play Reds! Give him a touch, they haven't had one. Black ball! Ball needs to be on the floor, play blacks! So, table football. Progression will come soon. So to keep involvement, if the ball is won by the opposition and it just goes out of play, start from the end, because then it includes the end men. So the ball starts from the end, so you've got the balls behind there, you've got balls behind the other end. So if blacks win the ball now and it goes out of play, you will start from that end there. But it's improving, and can you see now we're seeing more success? Engagement, play through. There it is, and look at it. So when there's engagement, you need the wingmen. You need to be the red arrows. You need to go in formation. But I'm not looking at defending today. I'm looking at possession. Well played. Much better. So a really good progression, and it's amazing what it does. And it makes you learn about how effective a low block can be. Good, play on! 5-4! Yeah, well played! Yes! Yes, really good play! Really good play! Really good play! Yes! 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 I love it! Excellent, Reds! Yes! I like this, guys. It's working. Drop off. Have depth. Good. 7-6. 7-all. 8-7. Red ball. 8-7 Blacks. Oh, don't give it away cheaply. Yes. 8-all. 8-all. First to 10. First to 10. Oh, no. Oh, red ball, red ball, red ball. Play. 9-8. One more to win. Yeah. No, no, no. You still got it. Red ball, play. Ball to Reds, ball to Reds, ball to Reds. 9-8 Reds, one to win. Rio, don't force it. Play out, Blacks, well played. 9-8. Don't force it. 9-all. Next one wins. Oh, 9-all. Reds are playing. Yes. Oh, well played. Oh, oh, yeah. 20 press-ups, Blacks. 20 press-ups, Blacks. 20 press-ups. 20 press-ups, Blacks. It was controlled. It was a controlled pass. 20 and down, Blacks. One more game after this. Reds, very good. No, it was controlled. He got it down. If you were in the end, go in the middle. If you're in the end, go in the middle. Reds, count their press-ups out. Reds, count their press-ups out for me.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
So, give them a punishment if you like, or it encourages teams to win. So, first to 10, 10-9, great example of what it does. 9-7, it's nearly the end. 9-8! 9-8! Oh, 9-8 still. No, 10! Excellent, excellent. Well done, and that's session done.